So mainly anatomically, it is the shortest urethra. So male there 20 centimeter is the urethral length. In female it is only 4 centimeter. ठीक है? So there is a short urethra and there will be a close proximity of the urethral opening to the anus and vagina. So the rectal flora bacteria can go to the through the urethra, it can reach the bladder and to the kidneys also. Okay. UTI is 15 to 20 times more common in women and more so in pregnancy. Why it is more so in pregnancy, we'll see now. Okay. The factor responsible are anatomical, short urethra, close proximity of urethral opening to the vagina and anus, I said before, and hormonal. What is high progesterone level? What does progesterone cause? There will be a relaxation of smooth muscle of urinary tract, okay, for which there will be dilatation of the ureter and renal pelvis. This one is the renal pelvis, okay. Renal pelvis, vesico-ureteral reflux, do you know what is this? Do you know or don't know? You say yes or no? No. So, the blood, from the bladder, the urine will flow to the kidney through ureter, okay. Incomplete emptying of bladder, all these are predisposition to UTI. So mechanical, gravite uterus will push the bladder into the abdomen. The gravite uterus, it will be enlarged, it will push the bladder, which will cause increase in intravesical pressure or frequency of the urine will be increased. The woman will go to the washroom frequently. Okay. There will be stress incontinence. What is stress incontinence? Okay. It is an involuntary leakage of urine during any physical activity like sneezing, loudly laughing or coughing. There will be a leakage of urine. Okay. Now, the gravite uterus will press the ureter at the pelvic brim, resulting in hydroureter and hydronephrosis more in right side. Why more in right side, not in the left side? Because during pregnancy, the uterus rotates towards its right. Okay. So the pressure will be more in the right side rather than left side. Okay. And left side is protected by the sigmoid colon also. Now glycosuria happens in pregnancy. Why? There is increase of renal blood flow and then there is increase of GFR, okay, which causes reduced renal threshold of glucose, which has a reduced tubular reabsorption. The tubules does not absorb the glucose in certain levels. So there is glycosuria. It is also predisposition for UTI. The bacteria from the bladder, it can travel to kidney. Behavioral changes mean unhygienic practice. Unhygienic, some of the women doesn't know how to maintain the hygiene. They doesn't wash the vagina properly or they use different kinds of soap or body wash which is not indicated, okay, which we should not use that. Vagina should be washed once daily and we do not have to use any medicated soap or anything, okay. Till the doctor prescribes you to use it, then only you can use it, okay. Rather than that, we should always clean the vagina from front to back, never from back to front. Because from the bacteria from the rectal region, it will travel to the urethra, sorry. All these are physiological changes which happens in pregnancy but becomes normal after 3 to 4 months after the delivery, okay. Now incident, UTI in pregnancy is mostly asymptomatic. So it consists of 8 to 10% of cases. And symptomatic, when the asymptomatic UTI is not treated, then it becomes symptomatic. So it is 1 to 2 cases. And there will be increase with age. With age, the patient may have gestational diabetes mellitus, which also can cause urinary tract infection, with low socioeconomic status, because there will be not a certain level of hygiene which we should maintain, okay. Parity, the primigravida has more incident of UTI in pregnancy because during the first pregnancy, the urinary tract is not adapted the changes which happens during the pregnancy. Okay, so sexual number of sexual partners or sexual activities from the male, it can the male bacteria from the male it can travel to the female. Okay, মানে after intercourse the female will get more UTI than the males, তাই জন্য honeymoon cystitis বলা হয়, ঠিক আছে? তো and delayed treatment is asymptomatic UTI is not treated, then it will of course be an symptomatic UTI. Okay, now classification. Asymptomatic bacteriuria, which consists of 3 to 5% of the UTI. Asymptomatic bacteriuria মানে কি বোঝাচ্ছে তোর? What is your common sense say? Asymptomatic কোনো symptoms হবে না, bacteriuria মানে ইউরিনে ব্যাকটেরিয়া আছে, তাই তো? আর acute cystitis মানে it is an acute infection or inflammation of the urinary bladder. Okay, it is with symptoms. Now acute pyelonephritis, which if asymptomatic bacteriuria is not treated, then it can cause acute pyelonephritis. What is acute pyelonephritis? It is an infection of the renal pelvis and the asymptomatic bacteriuria. If the colony count of the same species of bacteria is over 10 to the power 5 per ml in midstream clear catch urine on 2 occasions without the symptoms of UTI. Okay. If not treated will result into symptomatic UTI. Frank cystitis or pyelonephritis in 20 to 30% of cases. বুঝতে পারছিস তোরা? Nod your head or say yes. Okay. Now incident is, I said before, it is 2 to 10% in pregnancy. All the pregnant women should ideally have culture sample of urine at her first antenatal visit. Okay, we should check the urine culture in the first antenatal visit itself. E. coli is the most offending agent which we can see in 90% of cases, followed by Klebsiella pneumoniae or Proteus mirabilis. This we can see in 10% of cases. Recurrent ASB is associated by high incidence of urinary tract abnormalities up to 20% of cases. Urinary tract abnormalities থাকলে recurrent asymptomatic bacteriuria হতে পারে, ঠিক আছে? Acute cystitis. What is acute cystitis? Is an acute bacterial infection and inflammation of urinary bladder. Okay. So incident is about 1 to 2%. Symptoms are frequency, increase in frequency, dysuria mane burning in micturition. Okay, micturition mane passing of urine. Urgency, lower abdominal pain, suprapubic discomfort, low grade fever. We'll see in cystitis low grade fever, not high grade fever. Okay, fishy smell in urine. Now the treatment for asymptomatic bacteriuria and cystitis is hydration. We have to hydrate the patient so that the bacteria is washed out. Okay. Now antibiotics we give after the urine culture is sent. Okay, the commonly used antibiotics are ampicillin, amoxicillin, nitroflurantine, fosfomycin. We can give regimens in single dose or 3 days dose or full course. Nowadays we use nitroflurantine. Okay, so it's a most common drug which we use in pregnancy, nitroflurantine, but we cannot use it during the term. Okay, in 3rd trimester we should not use, it causes hemolytic anemia to the female. Now acute pyelonephritis is an acute bacterial infection involving the renal pelvis and renal parenchyma. Okay, usually results from ascending infections of lower uterine tract. When it is lower uterine tract, from the rectum or from the bladder, it will travel towards the kidney. Okay, and affect it. Most common in primigravida, I said before, because in first pregnancy is the pregnancy related urinary tract changes are new to the patient, so it will have more dilatation of ureter, it will have more dilatation of renal pelvis, it will have more urinary stresses. Okay. History of UTI increase the chances by 50%. ASB increase the chances by 20%. As I said before, abnormalities in uterine tract about 25%. This also I said before, okay. Pathogenesis, 70 to 80% cases occurs in the right side. You know, because the dextrorotation of the uterus during pregnancy. 10 to 15% in left side. Few cases are bilateral. Pathogens are E. coli, which is 70% cases we see E. coli is the pathogen. Klebsiella pneumoniae in 10%, and other that Proteus, Pseudomonas and Streptococcus aureus. Okay. Clinical features, clinical types, it depends on the mood and onset, and presenting features may be acute or severe pyelonephritis or chronic pyelonephritis. What do you mean by acute? Acute means sudden onset. There will be a sudden onset, there will be an acute bacterial infection, okay. There will be high grade fever, okay. There will be a toxic looking, ill looking patient, okay. There will be pain, sharp stabbing pain, okay. But in chronic, it will be a gradual development of the infection, okay. There will be a recurrent UTI which will cross chronic pyelonephritis. The pain will be not so severe, it will be dull aching pain, okay. And the patient will be weak but not ill looking or toxic looking. Now this signs and symptoms for acute pyelonephritis, okay. Onset is usually after 16 weeks, acute aching pain over the loins, often radiate to groins, high fever with chills and rigors, costovertebral angle tenderness. What is costovertebral angle tenderness? There will be a costovertebral angle tenderness, there will be dysuria, hematuria, anorexia, vomiting. In severe cases, we can see respiratory distress and pulmonary edema due to endotoxins which are released by the bacteria, which will affect the alveolar and which will cause injury to it. Okay. Now we'll go to the investigations. There is an infection going on, so we have to monitor the TLC, total count, differential count, ESR. Okay, these are the common things which we do when there is an infection going on. Then we'll check for the sugar. Why we'll check sugar? If there is any gestational diabetes mellitus. Okay. Now electrolytes for sodium, potassium, why? Because the patient is very toxic looking or ill looking. So we have to see that there is any electrolytes imbalance or not. Now urine RME we have to do, culture we can also do the blood culture, because if we suspect sepsis, okay, we have to do blood culture. Differential diagnosis, acute appendicitis, acute cholecystitis, twisted ovarian cyst, red degeneration of fibroid, abruptio placentae or premature labor. Management. What will we do for management? We'll give IV fluids. We will give adequate IV fluids or crystalloids and monitor BP and urine output. Okay, we'll give IV antibiotics like ceftriaxone for 48 hours till the urine culture reports come. After coming, we'll give oral therapy for 10 to 14 days, which is written here. Repeat the culture after 2 weeks. Prophylactically, we'll give nitrofluorantine 100 daily at bedtime till the end of the pregnancy. This is we are going to give because once the infection happened, so we have to give some antibiotics so that it doesn't happen again. Okay, it is a prophylactic to just a prevention. Fetal complication which we can see, preterm birth, premature labor, low birth weight, IUGR, fetal distress, increased prenatal morbidity and mortality. Maternal complication, anemia, septicemia, renal dysfunction and respiratory distress syndrome. Okay. This is the topic. Now you tell me which part you didn't understand or you have any question. কোন জায়গাটা বুঝতে পারিসনি বা কিছু প্রবলেম হচ্ছে? It's a short topic and it's a very easy topic, okay? Any question you guys have? Okay, then let's summarize the topic. ठीक है. Now, what is, we know UTI in pregnancy. So, what are the factors responsible for UTI in pregnancy? Anatomical, first say anatomical. The way I showed you, first anatomical. Tell anything. তুই যেটা এতক্ষণ ধরে তো আমি বললাম, তো বল, কিছু তো বল. কেন anatomical, কেন UTI is more prone to pregnancy? Anatomically what? Because of short urethra, right? And close proximity of the urethra to the vagina and anus. তাই তো? তারপরে hormonal changes. High progesterone level causes relaxation of smooth muscles, which causes and there will be urinary stasis and there will be vesico-urinary uteral reflux or incomplete emptying of urine. Mechanical, লেখা আছে তো mechanical. See and say. Mechanical, the gravite uterus press the bladder, okay, and it is more on the right side because there is a dextrorotation of the uterus. Now behavioral, we know there is unhygienic practices, okay. Now what are the classification of UTI? তিনটে জিনিস classification. একজন you tell, বল. First is asymptomatic pyelonephritis, acute cystitis. Okay, asymptomatic bacteriuria is more 3 to 5%. Acute cystitis and pyelonephritis is 1 to 2%. Okay. Now, what are the symptoms of acute cystitis? Sit. You tell. Tui. Ball. Symptoms tui. Acute cystitis is symptoms. There will be an increase of frequency, urgency. UTI er symptoms ki. Ball. Increase of frequency, urgency, dysuria. তাই তো, low grade fever, there will be suprapubic discomfort or abdominal pain, তাই তো. তো investigation of choice কি for cystitis and pyelonephritis or anything? What is the investigation of choice? What you should do? Urine, routine urine and culture. Now, what is the most common pathogen causing UTI? It causes 90% of cases, right? And rest pathogens are orai bole ora bolo tell. Klebsiella, pneumonia or proteurus are management of cystitis and asymptomatic bacteriuria. Nitrofurantoin आगे दिबी ना. Hydration, by hydration to wash out the bacteria. Antibiotic, when you will give antibiotic? After the urine culture, okay. What antibiotics we can give? Chorus, don't give chorus answers. You tell. তোরা দুজন তিনজন যে বসে আছিস, you red t-shirt. Stand up and say something. You red t-shirt. Good, amoxicillin. শুধু amoxicillin দেওয়া হয়? শুধু amoxicillin দেওয়া হয়? কি দেওয়া হয়? Ampicillin, amoxicillin আর nitrofurantoin আর fosfomycin, তাই তো? Sit. So what is acute pyelonephritis? Anyone? You tell. Tui. It is an infection to the standard. It is an acute infection of the renal pelvis and renal parenchyma, okay, which are occurs due to ascending urinary tract infections, okay. Sit. The investigation we do in acute pyelonephritis, you tell. Sugar for to exclude gestational diabetes mellitus, and then and creatinine, yeah, for the kidney function test, yeah, and electrolytes to see the electrolyte, there is no electrolytes imbalance. আর এটা তো blood investigation, আর তুই কি করবি? Urine culture করবি and blood culture, okay. Now what is the treatment for pyelonephritis? IV fluids দিবি, ঠিক আছে। Mainly কি করবি, যেরকম আমরা acute cystitis এ we were telling the patient to drink more water. So here it is a serious patient, so we cannot say the patient to drink more water, she'll vomit, okay. So we have to give IV fluids, crystalloids to maintain the sodium potassium disbalance, okay, to make the patient hydrated, okay. We'll give antibiotics, we give IV antibiotics, okay. Ceftriaxone we can give, ঠিক আছে। 48 hours ধরে আমাদেরকে অ্যান্টিবায়োটিক দিতে হবে, after that we can shift for the oral therapy. And prophylactically we'll give nitrofluorantine 100 mg daily at the bedtime. Fetal complication, maternal complication শেষ কর, তারপরে class over. What is fetal complications, what are maternal complications? Fetal complications কি ছিল? Preterm, হ্যাঁ preterm low birth weight, IUGR, premature labor or তারপরে maternal complications, septicemia, anemia, respiratory distress syndrome, আর একটা আছে, হ্যাঁ, renal dysfunction, very good, okay.